What's good, y'all? Back again for Unorthodox episode 20. It's your boy Odie, aka Otis Donks, and I'm joined by my co-host
Kanai, aka Special K. We out here.
Yes,
episode
sir.
20.
Episode 20, guys. This is a big achievement for us. Who would have thought that we would have got 20 episodes? But hey, we out here. We're still going. So it is what it is, and we're joined by a special guest today. You know, the fashionable man's Tolu.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Introduce
sir.
yourself. Yo, plug yourself a little bit. Don't say too much because we're going to get into that a little later.
But for sure. What's going on, guys? My name is Tolu. You guys can find me at Tolu Atkinson. Menswear stylist, YouTuber, creative entrepreneur. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And we also have another little special guest. We got Zuri over here chilling. You know, this is his dog now, but you know the vibes. We out here. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us for this special episode. As I said, you know, we out here, episode 20. It's a big episode, and you know what? Let's just get straight into it, man. You already know the vibes, man.
Well, she's snoring.
Yeah, she got this dog right here.
She's a snorer.
She's a snorer. So like, if you guys hear snoring, it's not us. Just know it's the dog. But let's get into the quick strike segment. So first of all, as everyone knows, Kyrie. He is wilding out.
Did you see his live?
Yes, sir. I tuned into his live. I don't know if do you know what's going on with that?
No.
Okay.
Tap in, bro.
We can break it down.
So basically, to play in New York, to play basketball in New York, I think California as well. I'm not sure what other states, but you need to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
So Kyrie isn't vaccinated, plays for the Brooklyn Nets, obviously. Can't play home games, can't play some away games. Everyone thought at first Kyrie was just kind of anti-vax.
Yeah.
And it kind of fits with Kyrie Irving as a whole, just because he's really, he's a flat earther. He's into conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So everyone thought he was anti-vax, but it recently came out that he's not. And then he went on IG Live. I didn't watch all of it, so if you want to explain that, Odie. Honestly, I watched some of the live and I was like, bro.
I watched a majority of it. So essentially he's saying that he's not anti-vax, but he's just fighting for the people that lost their jobs due to not getting vaccinated. Which I understand. Kyrie, don't get me wrong. Kyrie Irving is a great, individual, man. He does a lot of humanitarian work and stuff like that. So I rate him for that. No doubt about it. He's an excellent basketball player. But I feel like in this situation here, it's kind of out of pocket, man. If you're not anti-vax and you say you're not anti-vax, but you're just doing it just because you want to fight for people that lost their jobs, are you a freedom fighter or are you an NBA player? You get what I'm saying, bro? It's just I get the sentiment and what you're trying to do, but is this all really necessary?
It's like trying to make a statement, but you don't really need to be making that statement kind of thing.
Kyrie's one of those people that just want to be different.
Yeah, to be honest.
Low key, because when he was taking personal time off and all that shit, bro, last year, and it's just do you want to play basketball or not? If you don't want to get vaccinated, it's fine and dandy. Like I said, just retire. And he said he's not going to retire.
Well, he said he wasn't going to retire.
Exactly. So
the vaccine mandate.
But what options do you have at that point? If you're not going to get vaccinated, you can't help your team. Your team has championship aspirations. You're just going to flop on them like that. It's just how do you think KD feels? How do you think Harden feels? It's just what are you going to do? Just take yourself out of that equation. You're literally a core piece of that championship team that has aspirations to win a championship. So what's going on, you know? I don't know, man. Like I said, Kyrie's a great individual, man. I love Kyrie for what he does in the community and stuff like that. But I feel do
you think he'll get vaccinated during the season?
I feel like he eventually will, man. I feel like he's gonna just come to his senses, honestly. Like I said, I understand his reasoning for everything, but it's just it's not needed, man.
I feel
it's not needed.
I agree.
Well, we'll see what's popping with that. We'll see. Next topic. This is also NBA related. Ben Simmons has reported to Philly. He's a coward. He said he wasn't. He said he wasn't going to, but man came through, and he's not playing his next game. But I don't know if he's gonna play any games. You think he's gonna play games? I don't know. At that point, I would hold out just because, your team basically, everything after the playoffs last year, he basically got shit on by his whole team. Yeah.
Then they were like, okay, we're going to trade you. And now that they basically were like, okay, we can't trade you for what we want. Now we'll accept you. Like, bro, that's disrespectful to me.
No, 100%. Like, I understand where Ben Simmons is coming from also. Like, that's on the GM, though. Like, he should have done his job. He should have done, like, player relations. Like, he should have managed that, like, in a way where this was avoidable. But obviously, Daryl Morey's a moron, so...
Yeah, to be honest.
Like, man's fumbling it, bro. He fumbled. Was he part of the James Harden trade?
I think he was with the Rockets.
Yeah, he's with the Rockets, true. So, look at the return he got for that, man. Come on. So it's just like whatever. I know why Ben is upset, but at the end of the day,
I'd be upset too, to be honest.
Exactly. So like, I hope he doesn't play. Like, I hope he sits out, but at least he's reporting with the team because he can't come and play in Philly, bro. That crowd is ruthless, man. Like, they're gonna just shit on him all game. So it's like, it's better for him that he just sits out. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know,
developing story,
guys. You already know. If you want to hear about it first, you know where to come to. And also, we're gonna break down the fits real quick later. But
sure.
But listen to that. Anyway,
don't break down my fit, bro.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you can be the judge of the fits, bro. I bet. Anyway, so that's enough for the quick check because we have a big episode, like I said. Let's start with it, man. So. Introduce yourself again, man. Like, just break it down. Whatever you want to say, like, let people get to know you, man.
For sure. Nah, man, for sure. So I guess I'll just go back to the beginning, man.
Yeah.
So for me, man, I've always been a creative. So I grew up in a household where my mom was a sewer. She made a lot of products. So I've been around that a lot, right? Yeah. And my dad's, he's a business type of mindset.
Okay.
He's a mindset of guy. So just growing up, I've always been in that creative household. And those two worlds kind of made me who I was. So just growing up, I always been outdoors, skateboarding. I'm from the West Coast, Vancouver. So I've always been outdoors, just in the culture, regarding, like, honestly, with even filming my friends, just skateboarding. Did a lot of that, editing. I couldn't do the tricks down the stairs and stuff. I had to film. But I was excellent with the film. That kind of grew into the editing. And over time, within high school, you kind of just get that sense of your style and your knack of your creativity. And as that grew, I found myself coming to the East here in Toronto, doing retail. And it kind of came full circle where YouTube was that outlet where I can be creative to the max at the same time, have my own platform and grow my business, So, yeah, man, that's essentially me in a nutshell. But at the same time, just growing, man. Honestly, just growing the brand and as an individual. So,
yeah, for sure.
I rate it, man. Again, can you tell the people what your YouTube channel is called, your Instagram feed, all that?
For sure. It's Arcway. So that's a YouTube channel. I focus on menswear styling and product reviews as well. So anything from apparel, footwear, I'll cover. And that's more specifically what I'm getting into and just helping people around the world, man. Just styling, getting fresh, having that confidence through clothing. Because it really is something when you put on that jacket, you know what I mean? When you buy that new fit, you really see it. You really change. And at the same time, it's such a positive thing, right? And just educating guys how to invest in quality. So that's my whole thing. And yeah, man, that's it with YouTube in a sense. But I really think that with YouTube, it's such a great platform for everyone to be on.
100%.
And just grow.
Yeah, man, I checked out your channel, man, and I really genuinely I fuck with that, man.
Appreciate that.
It's you need someone like that. You have the whole skincare stuff, self-care stuff, and also the fashion stuff too, bro. So as someone that's into fashion, you always want to get pointers from other people that are also into fashion. You can see what you can incorporate into your own style and stuff like that. So I'm telling you guys, check out his channel, subscribe to that, follow him, Arcway, right? Yeah, that shit is proper. I'm not gonna lie, it's proper, man. So that's what I'm saying. I'm excited for you joining us on this episode, man. Like I said, 20th episode, we want to do something big.
Especially because with fashion, a lot of people, when they think about fashion, you think of women or you don't really think men's fashion because it's, I don't know, men's fashion is kind of plain, you know what I mean? You look at dudes and they all kind of dress the same. It's the same kind of style. So this is a branching out, and especially because my dude's black here.
Exactly, big bags,
yo.
For sure. 100%, because when you have the skincare stuff and the stuff for your beard and stuff, obviously, like we can relate because we have kind of the same like hair texture and all that stuff. So like if you see another person that's maybe you can't really identify with, you know, maybe that won't work for your skin, but you're using skincare products or hair products stuff that works for you. So, you know, that's
it's better when you use like skincare products that are like meant for like people like us too, especially because like I've tried like different stuff, like different shampoos, different like
thing for the ringer too,
like all of that, bro. And like you when you first do it, you're like, okay, I'm just doing this because I need to, and then you're like, okay, this isn't really working out for me. But for me personally, I was looking at stuff that I want to be like rude, but like white people use, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it kind of sucks because I'm like, this isn't really working for me. And a lot of when you search like skincare, like any type of fashion stuff, it's white people. Yeah. And it just kind of sucks because it's like, this isn't really catered for people like us, you know what I mean?
100%.
So
you feel like in a way that's why you wanted to start your channel, just, you know, to like you weren't really relating to people, or you see people like you where you got inspired to.
Yeah.
You know?
So the reason why I want to start this channel was because there was a void in the market. There was 100%. No one that looked like me in a place where I saw myself being in like 5 to 10 years. And essentially that's where I want to fill that void. If there is an empty space in the market, fill it. That's just one of the rules of business. So I decided to be that person. I realized it aligned well. So I just went in, and then I said, you know, with YouTube, it develops into a career and so much more opportunities come. So I just went in with that, man.
Okay. Yeah. I rate that. Yeah, man.
YouTube's such a good platform too.
It is.
Because you can just reach anybody realistically. As soon as, like, if you network well enough, you can be hitting people overseas.
Yeah.
True, man.
People will reach out to you too, man. Like, most of my audience, 40% of my audience is from the States.
Really?
About another, I forgot the figures, but I know for 40 for US. And the second highest is UK. So I'm born in England, so
okay, I can see that UK influence.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, based on your perspective of being that, let's just say that the outsider perspective for now. Yeah. After this podcast, you're gonna be like, okay, when's that Balenciaga coming up? Yeah. But just seeing that outside perspective, when you're in Europe, fashion is like the focus. Right. Looking fresh is a routine. It's a daily thing. Every person on the street, it looks like they're going somewhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. With a purpose. So it's also just due to culture and environments as well. So, yeah.
Damn, you're right about that, 100%. And that's someone that had aspirations of like starting YouTube. Like if you check out the Unorthodox, like the channel on YouTube, you've probably seen my older videos, man. Like I did a lot of like sneaker pickups and stuff like that, little vlogs here and there. But just like, you know, I see people like you, and it's like, yo, I could have elevated myself a little more, like, and I want to like up the production value of what I put out and stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, man, like I'm telling you, I mess with it, man. I mess with it a lot. So
I appreciate it, man.
You know, but let's get to know each other a little bit more too. Let's talk about like, what are you into in regards to music? What have you been listening to, man? I wanna know. So I was supposed to talk about in the quick start. I totally forgot. We didn't even do the music. That's my bad. I forgot. My bad.
Audio here flustered.
Literally
Unorthodox, right? There's no right
no structure. No structure.
Facts. So like, let's talk about the new music you're listening to lately. What you're like looking forward to coming up in the next couple of months, all that, you know, like. Yeah. So we'll start with
tucked in there.
Like, yo,
Zuri's running the North Face. She's warm.
Facts, yo, lie. That's not down, you know. But let's start with you, Kanai. What have you been listening to lately? What are you looking forward to? All that.
So recently, Don Toliver dropped yesterday, because today's Saturday. Yeah. Punk dropped by Young Thug.
Bro, I know. I was telling him I didn't listen to it though.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I
didn't listen to it.
It's different. It's
really.
So I went into it, and I was honestly based off because I didn't hear any singles or anything before. I thought it would be like a kind of like a rock album, if anything.
True, with that title, you know.
But it's more melodic than I thought it would be. He has a lot. Obviously, Gunna's on it. The Juice WRLD feature. I love Juice WRLD, so I love that.
Juice WRLD. They're still putting out Juice WRLD features, eh?
Bro, because he's got like 1 million for no reason.
That's crazy.
The album ends with a Mac Miller feature, and I really liked it.
Really?
I don't want to hate on Drake, but Drake Drake's verse wasn't the greatest.
Oh, Drake's on it?
Drake's on it.
Yeah,
He's on the song Bubbly with Travis Scott.
It wasn't fire.
Like, Travis goes in, Thug does his thing, but Drake, I don't know. Like, it felt like Drake was trying to, like, bite someone else's flow. Like, no shade. But overall, like, it was pretty good. Don Toliver's album, like, if you like Don Toliver, then you'll like it.
Yeah.
For me, it just kind of felt repetitive just because I think there were 2 Travis features on it. And, like, when you hear one Don Toliver song, it's kind of like you've heard all of them.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he doesn't really branch out, but he's also new. So, I mean.
Yeah, so I had that similar perspective because where I come from, I didn't know who he was. Like, I didn't really know the name until you guys put me onto it, you know, because my background with music is just a little different, right? And so I started listening to music and I was like, okay, at first I was like, I understand where this album is going. Yeah. I just didn't know where it fit into a category in a sense. You know, we don't have to put things in categories, but I was trying to find out what the vibe was until I listened to his last album. And I was like, okay, you know, No Photos. And there's some other tracks that was like banging. And I was like, okay, now I understand what he's going for. Right. More the R&B trap vibe at the same time. I was just like, okay, now this makes sense to me. So I smoked a little herb, you know, and then, you know, the intro was dope. What was a dope track? With Trav Flocka, or what's it called?
Bro. Shit, is it
Flocka?
Something Flocky.
Yeah, that was dope. And then there was another track with Baby Keem. Outer Space.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Braid my hair like Iverson. I'm just playing, though. That was dope. But yeah.
Yeah,
I feel you on that because not a lot of tracks, but there was some tracks.
It's because it's not long either.
Nah, like I listened to it in full on Thursday, my bad. So I waited a little bit and I listened to it in full and I liked it, honestly. Compared to his first album, it just sounds a little different. Like, I don't know how to really describe it, but the second album, like you said, all sounds the same, but it's kind of like a melodic type, like, you know, it's kind of like a smooth, I don't know, I can't really explain it. I can't really like get deep into it.
It has that balance, you know, the trap and the R&B.
Yeah, it's kind of, but I feel like it's more even on the like, I don't know, like, the trap R&B thing, you know, it's just like either or. It's like a combination of both. But anyway, I liked it, honestly. Like, I didn't think I was going to like it as much, but I liked it. Like, in comparison,
it was a good album.
It was a good album. Like, I'm not going to hit it wasn't bad. In comparison to his first album, like, I really liked his first album. I feel like they're on par with the same thing. But, shout out Don Toliver, man. Like, he's out here, man. He's like one of the up-and-comers coming up and stuff. So, shout out to him. So,
honestly, do you think, and this is like kind of like a tangent, do you think he would do double XL?
Like the freestyle?
Like even like because you know how they do like the freshman list?
Yeah.
Do you think like next year he could be on it or something?
I'm surprised he didn't make it on this year.
I feel it, yeah.
You know? Like, I'm surprised.
Most definitely.
Because, like, Baby Keem even made it this year, yeah?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure, man.
Damn, she getting them.
Yeah,
I don't think he made it this year.
Really? I gotta look up. My phone, like, I'm recording, so I can't check my phone. But definitely to be a good candidate for
I feel it.
For sure. It's a good opportunity for an artist, right? If you put yourself in their shoes, it's a great opportunity.
I feel like low key double XL doesn't help the same way it used to.
It doesn't, for sure, because you can see a lot of artists on it, like. More recently, of course. I feel like back in like 2012, 2013, if you made double XL, then like after that, you had a huge boost.
Yeah, 100%.
But now it's like, bro, honestly, let me look up the list.
Let's listen to this year, yo.
I remember when I was in Van at the time, and I remember seeing J. Cole on the cover of XL. He was wearing all black, and I was like, man, this guy's sick. I was just looking at the interviews and stuff, and I was like, yeah, that was that phase of the no internet phase, right? To the point of like, okay, let me look at find out his album, let me get the CD, and support this guy.
100%. That's what I'm saying. I feel like now it's just like you don't need that to like get exposure, man. Right? Like you have Instagram, TikTok.
The internet's huge.
It's
now.
Huge, man. It was even big back then, like in the early 2010s and stuff. Obviously, it was still big, but it was just more.
Like, even then, it was still kind of developing.
Yeah, it was still in its
early stages.
Yeah, early stages. Like right now, it's a whole nother level than it was back then, man.
All right,
so
I found the list.
Okay, let's see.
Moray, Ian Dior, Lakia, DDG, 42 Doug,
DDG, come on.
Ruby Rose, Blast, Pooh Shiesty, Tusi, Coil Ray, and Flo Milli.
I know like one person off that list.
That's what I'm saying.
I know like maybe like 3,
even
4.
even after that, like I know a couple, but like even after Double XL, none of them have really done anything. Coil Ray kind of makes like TikTok tracks, if
I mean, I'm not
you want
gonna
to
lie,
call it that. But
her latest track, I kind of fuck with it, bro.
which one?
That it's on TikTok, the best friend one.
It's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok, yo. But I mess with that one. It's just the beat to it, you know. The beat's crazy, but like DDG, bro, come on. Like,
and I feel like Pusha is locked up.
Pusha, yeah, he's locked up right now. And he's facing time right now, so like we'll see what happens with him. He's just like, how you gonna come out and just get locked up, you know?
So I feel like even like Double XL doesn't hold as much weight as it used to.
It doesn't, man. That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, definitely like Don Toliver if he didn't make it last year.
Yeah, I'd like to see him on it.
I'd like to see him on it. Baby Keem. Who else?
Definitely Baby Keem, yeah.
Who are some up and coming artists that like you'd want to see on that, or that's like making moves right now that people need to learn more about?
I feel like Don Toliver kind of had like a boost, bro, just
from Travis and stuff.
Travis,
yeah,
with Jack Boys, because before that, I don't think any, and even on Astroworld.
That's my first introduction to
so it's the first time I heard him too, and I was like,
was he either first signed? No?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Love to see Baby Keem on it. I don't know a lot of up and coming artists.
So I'm saying, like, I'm pretty like I haven't really listened to like new like artists lately.
I haven't listened to like a lot.
It's crazy.
But I've also been like swamped with school. You drunk.
Can't relate. Can't relate, yo. Hey, but it is what it is. What have you been listening to, man?
Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning. That was fire. You know, he hasn't dropped in so long. At the same time, just the complexity of his lyricism. That's something I like. I grew up on like a lot of soul, R&B. That's the only thing my mom played in the house. My first introduction to hip hop. Actually, it was kind of like fun hip hop. Let's call it that. Heavy D. You guys know Heavy D? Yeah. So after after that, then it kind of transitioned to Nas, and that was like, funny enough, shout out to my boy Lucas in Australia, because he's like the blackest white guy I know, but he played Nas Ether. Ooh. And I was blown away. I was just like, hold on, what happened? You know what I mean? Listening to my whole life, so I realized, hip hop can go in a different direction, and so that's the stuff I liked, like the hardcore hip hop, AZ, Nas. That's how I kind of grew up on. At the same time, those are artists I kind of seek out when I listen to music nowadays. So Isaiah Rashad was that guy, and I just love to see that guy develop, because he has some dope tracks.
Yeah, he's underrated, man.
He kind of went ghost for a bit, because I was keeping an eye on him, and then I think he went to rehab or something. You all go for something. He's doing better now, but like there was a minute where I was like, because I messed with like all of TDE, and I was yeah, of course. Yeah, that's so cool. I messed with J-Rock, Kendrick, all of them. Absol, Schoolboy Q. I need Q to drop.
He was saying on, I was watching an interview, and I think it was Hot 97, but he was saying that he was just in the development Breakfast Club. He was just saying he was developing the whole time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Like, I guess because he got signed, 21 or something around there? You're developing. You're young.
Yeah, you're still young.
You're young in your career, so you're developing your sound, your style. At the same time, you're trying to separate yourself from the different artists that are signed as well.
Exactly.
So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. As
trying to make your own sound.
For sure.
So that you don't sound like everybody else.
Yeah, that stuff takes time, naturally.
That's the thing. See, for me, I prefer if artists give some time before they drop again. Like, his was kind of excessive, you know, but I feel like 2 to 3 years. Isaiah Rashad. For him, like, being ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for him to drop and stuff. But I don't like I like it. Like, there's some people that's their lane, like, you know, like Juice WRLD, Young Thug, Future, that they're just constantly dropping, right? Yeah. But for me, it just feels like the anticipation for, like, an album, like, for instance, like, Summer Walker. Like, I was going to talk about our most anticipated albums for the year. She's dropping. Still Not Over It. Her last album was called Over It. That was 2019. And like I said, I was talking to Tolu earlier, and I said, bruh, because he didn't know about Summer Walker like that. He didn't know about, bro, I'm putting him on, bro. But I was talking to my guy, right? And I was like, yo, this, like, I'm looking forward to her album, because like the last one, like her last album was called Over It. It was amazing to me. I didn't go into it thinking like, oh, all this anticipation is going to be wow, it's going to be like sick or whatever. It just happened naturally. You know, just listening to something like, oh no, I mess with Summer Walker. Let's hear what she's like putting out. And I just like, yo, that's like one of my top played albums of 2019, 2020. I still listening to it right now, man. So it's just like, that's something I'm really looking forward to. And I just like that's only like a 2-year absence, but
you want some sad girl shit.
Bro, hey, I want my sad girl shit, bro. You already know. And it's just a perfect season for it, you know, just to be, it's getting colder and shit, you know, so like.
Cuffing season,
all that, bro. So it's like, I'm really looking forward to it. She dropped her first single on Friday with, what's her name from City Girls?
JT,
yeah. It's not bad. It's like, you can tell it because like, London on the Track used to like, cause he used to date.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He
used to produce all her shit, and now it's just like it's still good, but it's not what I expected. You know, it could have been better. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I mean, shout out Summer Walker. You know, I'm gonna look forward to that.
Oh, Dom Kennedy.
Dom Kennedy. Yes. So he put me on yesterday that Dom dropped. I didn't even know he dropped.
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I didn't know, but he put me on. And I'm like, bro, yo, Dom Kennedy. He was like in what? Early days of college and like late high school for me. I used to like mess with him heavy, man. His one mixtape. Which one was it? The song with Nipsey on it. Please. What's that called? Is it Section? No, not just freaking Kendrick, bro. I forget what it's called. Anyway,
was it before Watermelon?
Yeah.
Remember Watermelon?
It might have been, bro. It might have been. This was like 2013.
Damn,
2013, bro. Crazy.
Pop up the Spotify.
Yes, pop up.
As we talk about it.
Bro, I'm sitting here lacking, bro.
Bro, there's my phone over there, but search up Dom Kennedy. It's like, fuck, man. Just whatever came out 2013, bro. But that album, man.
You know someone's listening to right now. Someone's listening right now and be like, yo, it's that song.
Literally.
I'm always in the whip. Listen to podcasts.
Yo, I listen to podcasts. I'm like, bro, get it together. Like,
Dom Kennedy and Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, so it's called Please. That's the track.
Please?
Yeah, so just see what album that was from. But that mixtape was crazy, man. Like, he had, like, Still Calling with T-Fly or whatever.
T-Fly,
yeah. He had,
T-Fly still on there.
Get Home Safely.
Get Home Safe.
Yeah.
Fire.
That's like 2013.
Yes, that's fire, yo. So that's old Dom Kennedy.
Yeah.
Now
I had that.
But even with like West Coast of Love 3, it's great to see his development. I was saying before with the podcast, it's great to see his development as the artist. Because just to give you guys some background, I wanted to be an artist at one point in my life. I guess we all did. I think you guys did. We all did at one point. Yeah. But I started recording music, still on YouTube at that point. But it was just that I just liked that artistry. That's just who I was. At the same time, yeah, man, it's great to see the development of the artist. And where he's at now is kind of like at a redefined version of being a 35-year-old with a success, you know? So it's a little bit different than his last album he just dropped. But yeah, man, I can appreciate it for what it was, for what it is.
Yeah.
But I do like the last album a lot more.
Me too.
The intro to 6 Ave.
Yes.
You heard it when we play
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
my jam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like his last album was a little better, but I can appreciate this one. Like I said, it kind of all sounds similar. Like, you know, you have your sound. It's West Coast.
He's very like, you know, grounded in that sense, where he doesn't really play with a lot of other instrumentals, or you know what I mean.
Exactly. So like, you know, you can like, I can appreciate someone like staying in their lane and like, you know, I guess.
I think more so when I listen to artists that are like that though, I'll like nitpick a couple songs because if it gets too repetitive, then I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like you're
not really into it.
Yeah.
Like you're into it, you're listening to it, but you're not
listen
really
to it, but you're never really focusing on it.
Yeah.
So I'll like pick out a couple of songs and from here and there, and I'll be like, all right, I'll listen to this. And it like obviously I'll take like recommendations if someone's like, yo, this song really sticks out to me. I'll be like, all right, I'll peep that. And I like listening to like features too, especially because the features just kind of, you listen to the artist and you know what you're going to get. And then with the feature, it adds like a little bit more, something different to the song.
Okay. I feel you.
Not for sure. Yeah. I agree.
And it's just like, even with like when you told me about Dom dropping, man, I just searched up on YouTube and I looked like whatever visual he came out with first, because that's going to be like the single of the track, right?
Yeah.
So the one with that guy, the ghostwriter, that was for Drake, Quentin Miller.
Oh,
yeah, that track, I messed up. Yeah, I didn't see him in years, man. I thought there's something happened. He got into an accident, so it's like he has a limp arm or something, but he's still spitting, bro. He's still spitting, and he has a track with Dom Kennedy, and it's pretty fire. It has a visual too. So I forget the name, man. I told you I don't have my phone on me right now, but
bro,
yo, pray that, you know. But
let me look this up.
Anyway, what are you guys looking like? Who else are you looking forward to like dropping this year? I already said Summer Walker, so
Kendrick, man.
But do you think he's gonna drop?
If anything,
do you think he's gonna drop though?
I don't think he's gonna drop this year.
If he does, it'll be last minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Right after Halloween or maybe before. You know what I mean?
Lie.
Or something like that, just before the New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
The song was called "Don't Walk Away."
Okay.
Yeah, man, Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick
Sure.
for sure. Yeah.
I hope so.
Same thing, Kendrick. Honestly, I've been waiting for Kendrick.
I feel like Kendrick's the only one that hasn't dropped yet. Like we had Drake, we had J. Cole, we had Kanye, literally, right? So like, I guess we're just waiting for Kendrick, man. So, but I anticipate he's gonna drop like early 2022.
I hope so.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. I like when my artists like when they make you wait a little bit, man. You appreciate it a little bit more, and you can like really.
You know what it is too. Because Kendrick kind of went ghost, did no features, and then he popped up with Baby Keem, and now you're like, yo, Meds forgot about Kendrick, and then you're
exactly, because people
Kendrick's
be talking
spit.
People be talking about the best in the game right now, and like you're saying, they be forgetting about Kendrick. You hear Kendrick be like, yo, put some respect on his name, yo. He's still like top 3 in the game, man. He might be number 1 like rapper out of like overall.
And he said it. He said it in Family Ties too. Like he said the verse. He's like, I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social distance. I've been ducking the overnight activists. That part, I was like, I connected with that. I was like, it makes sense because sometimes as an artist, you don't want to be in the light so much because it destroys your credibility too.
Yeah,
and because you be pushed around and being like, hey, do this, and you're like, is that true to my character?
Yeah,
is that true to me being from Compton? You know what I mean? Like you gotta stick to your roots, and
especially because like looking at Kendrick and listening to him, and if you watch him in interviews, he's a low key kind of guy.
Yeah.
So if he was always in the limelight, always putting out music, always doing whatever, I'd be like, this isn't Kendrick, bro. Nah, that's not who he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has his own lane. He's been moving the same way since God knows when. So it's like you like the consistency. So it is what it is, but. I guess we're all waiting for Kendrick, man. I don't know.
To be honest.
Like we're all waiting for Kendrick, so we'll see if he drops. Like, I could see it being a surprise album or something like that. That'd be kind of dope.
That'd be crazy.
You already know the vibes, man. Anyway, next, let's get into
the drip. Okay.
No, my guy Tolu, like he's out here.
Yeah, let's break it down, man.
Bro, let's break down the fits. First of all, we're gonna talk about like where we see men's fashion going in 2022.
I want to hear some of your fall essentials.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to hear some of those.
First, break down the fit, though. Break down the whole fit. You can stand up or whatever.
Yeah,
break down the dog on your...
feature. So I have the New Balances over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put them on the screen for the viewers, I guess. 327s, multicolor palette right there. And then I got some sweats, H&M, keep it basic as well. The OVO top right here.
Okay, I didn't even know it was OVO.
So low-key. Okay. I'll tell you because more, man. I mixed it up, and then this is something I just recently got. North Face.
Fire.
That's the 1996 retro. This thing is warm as hell.
Yes, sir.
It's great for the fall. It's definitely going to be in the pickup videos. I'm actually dropping that tomorrow. So
stay tuned for that.
Pre that, people. Pre that.
I got the cap. Fisherman beanie. Keep it light up there as well, and man, keep it basic, man. I'm a really basic person when it comes down to fashion, but at the same time, I mix it up, high fashion with
you're
thrifting
dressed nicely, and because you're not rocking a lot of like crazy logos. Like obviously with me, I got the Nike sweats on. Okay, so
for sure. But I'll tell you why, man. Because my background, my mom was a thrifter. I grew up. That's how I grew up. I grew up. Powder milk. That's how I grew up, man. As I grew up powder milk. And so my mom always went to thrift stores to get the freshest gear or whatever. My graduation outfit was all from the thrift store. It's matching and stuff. But the only thing that I noticed was it was just all brown, brown tones. So I grew up in that environment. So my perspective with fashion has always been, you can dress it up. You can dress it down. It doesn't matter what it looks like, but as long as it's quality.
Yeah,
100%.
So
100%.
So I mix high fashion with everyday gear from like Uniqlo, H&M. Yeah, man.
I rate it, man. That's what I was saying. We had an episode we're talking about fast fashion just being sustainable in regards to like what you purchase. Because we had an episode, man. Like pretty much all the shit that people don't like. That's like say it's like basics from H&M that are ass, you know, that are like $7.99 that don't last. You know, they all get shipped and they're somewhere in Africa, bro, just building up piles and piles because they don't want it either, you know? So it's just like about, like I'm telling you, it's just high quality clothing. Even if you go to H&M, Zara, you can find, to have some high quality pieces. You guys get stuff that are timeless that can last forever, you know?
Yeah,
last a long time.
Yeah, H&M has a selective part of the department where they have like sustainable clothing where they care about like the economics of it all. So that's the great thing about even these brands nowadays. They're focusing on that because they know the market's changing. The younger generation with the internet, we're getting smarter at the same time. You know, the world's your oyster. You know, that's my aunt used to say. But with the internet, yeah, you can research everything. So why not get something that you believe in, and why not get something that connects to your core beliefs? You know, so that's where I find myself even with clothing, man. It's just like, what does this brand represent to me? That's where it all starts. You know, there's a reason why you're wearing Nike. You know what I mean?
It's just warm to me.
For sure. But even that, there's a reason you have the Nike symbol on. There's a reason why we have Apple phones, Androids.
Of course.
That's how it.
I got bullied into getting an iPhone.
Oh yeah.
I was always Apple gang.
Meds are like, yo, you gotta get this group chat. I'm like, that's crazy. I got an Android.
but that's what it is, man. Yeah. That's what it is of marketing and branding, man. It's all about creating a culture.
Yeah,
and that's what it is, even from within design. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, that's my fit.
That's what I'm saying. So,
might be a lint roller, my God.
Bro, it's just camera thing, bro. See, bro, come on, chill. Listen, let me break down my fit real quick. It's just something light. Like this is literally what this H&M right here. This is like they have some high quality tees, the basics, man. Yeah, this is Zara. This is Zara also, man. This is like fall fit, man. For me, fall
like jeans though.
Or these are like kind of trouser jeans type thing. Yeah, you know. This is Zara. Like it's like going all over me, man. But this is like flannel. It's like a more heavy duty flannel. That's what I mess with in the fall, man. Flannel is like 100%. And like you, man. Like I used to like thrift a lot. High school, man. That was all I was doing was thrifting. I used to like sell snapbacks when snapbacks were getting popular again. I used to get vintage ones from the thrift store, man. I flipped them to students at my high school, stuff like that, man. So it's like
it was moving snaps.
I was moving snaps, dog. You didn't know.
Sure. You make money off that.
I made money off it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like you have kids at school selling gum and shit. They had selling pop, but I'm selling like snapbacks, man. So
you're an early entrepreneur.
I was early on it, I guess, bro. I guess you can say that, man. I guess you can say it because, and then even with like, because I'm into like sneakers, as everyone knows, so it's like buy, sell, trade. You know, I have bare sneakers, but it's always like I'm spending a lot of money on my sneakers, but at the end of the day, I could always flip it, or I can trade it, you know, combine them, sell them for a bigger like purchase of sneaker, you know, something more expensive. But it's just something like, you know, I got the Fisherman's Bee, I forgot. You know, I got the green. I went with the green one, man. I want just like, you know, look, this is a really loud color. Yeah, a little low contrast type thing, you know, like obviously you can't go wrong with a black one, you know, like. You know, but I just want to do something light. But
you got the duals too. I see.
Yeah, listen. The thing is, like, we're going to talk about pretty much in regards to like men's fashion and stuff. For me, I would really like to like showcases like the accessories, man. So I got 2 rings right here. This is Vitality. This is also Vitality. This is Vitality. Literally all Vitality, man, right here. You already know. And then it's just like got chain, got another chain under here, man. I got Apple Watch. Just like you can always just situate your style more with like what you have. You didn't even talk about your watch.
My bad. This
what you got there, dog?
Yeah, so this is Bretta. This is a woman's watch, and I got this vintage. I thought it was a men's watch, but at the same time, I like the style of it.
It looks nice.
It looks like. What's it called? It looks high class. Dog. Yeah, it looks like, elegant.
It's a timeless piece right here.
As soon as Odie brought up the Apple Watch, I was like, hold on.
Apple Watch is lightweight, bro.
I always been a fan of vintage watches, man. The classic vintage watches. My mom always had them, so it's kind of crazy just to see that essence of redefined over time.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like Casios, man. I used to be big into. You remember? You never see me without a Casio. The gold Casio, all that wore. So I got
with the calculator.
Yes, sir. How did I know, bro? I had bare one. I had a silver one, bro. Casio, that vintage shit. I remember I used to wear my Casio. Like older people be like, "Oh, those are popular again." Like those were popular when I was a child.
This man knew exactly.
Hey, you know the vibes, man. But like I said,
remember G-Shock?
Bro, I had a black one, a big one, dog. Those were heavy. Those were heavy. I don't know why those were so hot, bro. Those were heavy.
Rappers started flossing jewelers on it. Yeah.
Literally, man. She shot, brah.
They started flossing the diamonds on it too. Listen, the collaboration pieces as well, like vape as well.
I was gonna say the vape one, That sure. It brings me back, man. That's what I'm saying. That brings me back. But accessories, man, like I always just try to like incorporate some accessories. Like I said, pearls. I'm on pearls. I don't know what you think about that. I want to talk to you about pearls, man.
Yeah.
I purchased my first, I got some pearls, man, but I got to return it because it's a little, it's like a choker.
It's a little tight.
Yeah, it's kind of like not my avenue. Like, it kind of looks a little,
I know.
So I got to switch it up. But the thing is like, all the way in the UK, you got to, return it. It's like, got to pay duties to return it. So I don't know if I want to go through that.
Where do you get it from? ASOS?
Nah, it's it's called Centurial or whatever. It's like this UK brand, man. Okay. So it's like, don't really have it's obviously if you live in the UK or Europe, it's easy, but living in Canada, man, it's like I might as well just have to hug that L, man. Yeah. But it's cool. Like I'm telling you, like ASAP Rocky been rocking pearls, man, and just feel
it's all about how you rock it, man. Like I'm saying, it's all about environment and taking yourself out of your comfort zone. So like even for me, I'm expanding my own knowledge within style. Like I'm always growing as much as you guys are with you having your company, with your podcast. Like you're always growing. You don't stay stagnant. No. So like in New York, it's crazy out there because everyone has their own style. I saw last time I was there, some guy looked like Peter Parker, bro. Like right off the movie, I'm telling you. And at the same time, everyone just rocking their own thing, and it's so fast paced that you don't have time to see someone. You know what I mean? But you'll see them for like their style, for what they have, and then you keep it pushing. Yeah. But man, like you'll see that when you've been in New York?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. You've been in the UK?
I've been when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. But we're planning the trip 2022.
Okay, that's what you guys are doing?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Now you better come. Me and Dak are going, bro. You better come too, dog.
You been to UK or?
I haven't been to the UK. I've been to New York, though.
Okay, yeah. So you guys get where I'm coming from.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because with me, I guess, we're gonna talk about like fashion inspirations, man. For me, like a lot of UK swag, man. Like I look into that shit, man. Like you said, people like dress with a purpose, man.
Of course,
you know. So it's just like you try to you look at what they're wearing, you want to incorporate it to your style, stuff like that. So like for me, like in the UK, big on like style and like
they're ahead of its time, man. They're like 5 years ahead. So if you want to know what's hot now, look in the UK.
Look in the UK?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And even with fashion shows coming out right now as well, I was just watching the Balenciaga for spring next year, 22. It was fire, man. The look of it, the concept, and you think of it as like an art piece. The whole thing with that show was they had guests on there, like everyday people walking with their fits, not knowing if the show was even starting. Plus, they had models.
Really?
And they had cameramen. And then they had cameramen not knowing when it was going to start. So the whole thing was like a clusterfuck on purpose.
Yeah.
But then they didn't realize it was actually like shown on a big screen behind them to the world. So it was airing the whole time, people not knowing is this happening or not. But let's just take pictures while it's happening. Yeah. So like crazy. that type of creativity at the same time, even that showing within the pieces of Balenciaga. Yeah, man, it's dope just to see, you know? So
that's crazy. Nah,
the trap phone bringing
the trap phone,
man. That shit buzzed like 3 times. I was like, hold on, chill out.
Yeah, man.
All right, so what's your like fashion inspiration?
Sure, man. Yeah, man. So for me, it's more or less like luxury streetwear and casual vibes.
I feel you, bro.
So that's where I see myself, and that's where my reference points come from. So you look at companies, I'll put you on if you guys don't know them. Amy Leon Dore.
Yes, sir. Listen, speaking of,
you know Amy Leon Dore?
I do not.
Okay,
go into it a little bit for
bro. Next podcast, bro. You're gonna be fresh, bro. You know? All right, got you, bro. For sure.
This is the New Balance collab, man. This is the collab right here. So I wanted to bring it up because we're talking about like I guess whatever those trends are.
It's on point.
It's on point, bro. I just copped these New Balance. You know, I know you're having a New Balance, bro. It's the collab, right?
I just want to bring up that Odie said he was done copping shoes 2021.
I slipped. I caught myself in 4K and I just bought shoes again. This is like my second pair. You don't even know about it.
I know that.
Yo, but listen. But yeah, this is like you're saying. That's this brand right here. Check it out. This is what I'm saying. Like I know you like New Balances, bro. I wanted to show you. You know, this is a 550, man. The 550 is like out here, man. Like
to be honest, I've been seeing them.
Yeah, you've been seeing them a lot now. This is the material, bro. This like look at the vintage feel, bro. Like crazy, man. Like,
the detailing and
the
everything.
detailing, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's a collab that's worth it, man. I feel like it's worth it, bro. But
how much you paid though?
I paid retail, bro.
Retail?
Yeah.
I paid retail, man. I got hit
Easy
on.
cop or what?
It was a raffle. I won that shit. So
Wow! Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir.
From the 80 mil north.
yes, sir.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Okay.
A lot of people were hitting on
commodity.
them, bro. They had the green ones. They had these ones that had another color.
I've seen someone cop the green ones.
Yeah, but this one is fire,
Yeah.
man. This was my favorite. So I'm not rock these, but this is for fall, man. This is something I would wear, man. In regards to like my footwear, man. This is something like go with anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know how versatile New Balances are, man.
For sure.
You know?
So luxury streetwear is a reference point. And
My bad. I
as
just
well
totally cut you off.
casual. It's all good, man. I was gonna say Kith as well.
Kith,
So
yeah.
they just had their 10th anniversary, and I'm super stoked for that. I actually got their magazine. Well, their book is coming in right now, and it's just dope because it's basically layers the beginning to the end to the point of now. So it's just great to see that story. I love stories when it comes down to brands.
Yeah.
And that's where it all starts for me.
Yeah.
I don't buy anything just because it has to be for a reason, a purpose. Why are they doing it? Do they care? Do they not? You know what I mean? That's where I make the connection and make that investment with my own money.
Yeah, so you won't use like if it comes with a story, it feels special, and you don't really like. Obviously,
Can I relate to it? In my life?
Yeah. So even if it's an expensive purchase, man, you're like, you know what? Like I like this. I relate to it. I like where it's going with it. But I feel it.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
How about like, do you have any like local like brands that we should be knowing about, or like places you shop at?
For sure. Collaboration with Jound and New Balance happened recently, and Jound from Montreal. So that's Canadian local right there. So that's a dope collaboration. I love seeing people, like local people in the same as in Canada, just reaching out and connecting with brands and making that connection happen, because that's so important, What else have I been seeing? Cold Wall, connecting with the Beats, the Concrete headphones. We'll throw a picture up on the screen about that as well. But those headphones slap, man, for sure. That's something you can see outside in the street, and you can see like it's you know what it is. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what's hot right now in terms of just what I've been looking at. I kind of base on my stuff based on what I like, right?
So, of course. Yeah. You're gonna look more into what you like, realistically.
Literally, the thing is for me, like honestly, like with regards to like hype beasts and shit, like because I'm into sneakers, so sometimes
me too.
Whatever the hype beasts wear, I want to wear it too. But I feel like recently, apart from like the footwear, because obviously with sneakers, the hype sneakers, I want to get them. But in regards to like what they wear, they're still wearing like Supreme, bro, just like Bape and
to be honest,
stuff like the V-Lone, and I'm not into that anymore, bro.
Because those are like
they're just bro.
Yeah, to be honest.
The people in high school and stuff, they're also rocking it. And I feel like for me, it's like, I look at like, it's.
And
like,
even then, bro, it's like sometimes it's just oversaturated. You see it.
That's the thing.
Everywhere. That's what I'm seeing.
Even with brands, sometimes brands do that. Sometimes you have to be exclusive with your brand selection with people.
Right.
Because with they basically collaborated with everybody, and that was where it kind of got watered down.
With Bape?
Yeah. In my perspective, when
the fact that you see Bape in like Foot Locker and shit.
Yeah, when Nigo Foot Locker, they collaborate. Wow, I didn't know that.
My friend was like, yeah, you see Bape in Foot Locker.
Wow, that's
like,
crazy.
It's just too much now.
So when the owner he left, the founder Nigo, he left, the whole structure obviously the essence left of the brand. But at the same time, when brands do that, it becomes a problem. But you gotta be selective with it for sure.
Really do, because I don't want to look like everyone, man. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm more into like high quality basics and like vintage stuff. I've been thrifting and all that stuff, so it's like a corporation too. It's like kind of like you, man. Like I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I can relate. That's why I relate with your channel and all that stuff. It's just like. And that's kind of how I want to dress. I want my beard fuller like yours. I want all that shit. Your shit nice, bro. Your shit nice, bro. I'm trying, but like we came a long way. It's coming in, but I just want a little more. But anyway, so stuff like that, man. It's just like I want to like stand out a bit. I know back in the day I used to be loud, man. With my bro. I used to be loud. You think I'm still loud?
Not really, not as much. You've toned it down.
But I used to be loud. I'd be wearing like vibrant colors, bro? Are we wearing freaking those tall tees, bro? Remember 2016, everyone was wearing the tall tees,
the long line tees,
bro. Bro, that shit was like a dress, dog, like on me, bro.
But that 50 for sure.
Yeah, man. So it's just like now, it's just like I'm just trying to stay in my own lane, bro. Like obviously, I still look at inspirations of people wearing stuff. Like I was saying, like I just wanted to get into pearls more. I've been into like corduroy a lot lately.
Yeah,
man.
I fuck with corduroy.
I have like a pair of corduroy.
Bro, I used to wear those back in like
JK, bro.
JK, bro.
I was like gonna say, since a toddler,
cozy vibes, bro. But I feel like corduroy. I want to like.
I remember back in the day, I didn't like them either because nobody else was wearing them. People would make fun of me, and I was
here's the thing, man. Here's the thing with fashion, in my perspective. You are the trendsetter. You know what I mean? You are that guy. You gotta know that about yourself. Even with fashion and style, it's just like you are that guy. So if no one's doing it, do it. Like be that person that identifies yourself with what you want to wear. That creates individualism at the same time. Visionary people. Those are the people that are pushing the boundaries. Steve Jobs, you got Kanye, you got other people, you know, that just think different at the same time. They're doing them. As long as you're doing yourself, at the same time, your audience and all that will be like, yo, okay, that makes sense. I rock with that. Now I'm going to be my best version of myself.
Yeah.
I agree with that. About 7, bro.
About what?
About 7. Man's were rocking with the corduroys.
Like, shit.
I feel you, bro.
But 100%. As soon as you start making a wave and then people are like, yo, he's doing something different, that's when they start rocking.
But that's how it all works. That's how it's
begins.
always been.
Always. I feel like with fashion too, man, a lot of it's just like recycled, man. It's just like, you know, it was hot 10 years ago.
A lot of people are going into what was hot, like,
bro,
back in the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Think about it now, bro. Look, 2020, late 2019, fitteds started coming back, bro. Like now you don't rock it the same way, like a flat brim, you curve it. But fitteds are coming back. People are rocking fitteds again. People are rocking what's it called? Dad hats. Yeah, dad hats. Like, a little.
They kind of came back.
They kind of came back, and then the trucker hats, bro.
Yeah.
People are rocking truckers again, man. So it's just like it's coming. It all comes back. Fashion is always like it's
fanny packs are back.
Fanny packs, stuff like that, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it's like
it's all a cycle. It's always been a cycle, man. So
and it's like, you know, just like do.
So just do you because everyone will catch up.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like don't be afraid to express yourself. You know, like I'm saying, I was talking about it, man. I was telling Tolu, man. Like I've been like I fell off a bit in regards to fashion, bro. During the pandemic, bro. Yeah. It's just like, you know, I used to be a little more like. On top of it.
Where are you gonna go, right?
Yeah,
so that's the thing.
Yeah,
where you really
he wasn't really doing anything, so it's like, who am I dressing for?
Literally, so
like obviously dress for yourself, but like
I want to be
dressed to feel good.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I'll rock a lot of like cargos or like sweatpants, Nike Tech fleece. You know, sometimes like this is what I'm saying right now. This is like this is lightweight, bro, but it's just something that's like in the past like few months, bro. Like I'm dressing, you know, like you know,
because before for me personally, like if I'm not really doing anything, it's more of an athleisure look. Joggers, obviously the Nike Tech fleece. Yeah, I'm kind of like doing it now because I didn't expect y'all to be dressing like this. I was gonna tell you, man, you said text. I was gonna tell you, I don't know, man's want to dress. Well, obviously like a hoodie kind of thing. Like if I look like I could go for a run at any moment, but I'm also like cozy.
Pick up a coffee or something.
Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling. But if I got a dress, like me and you kind of got like a similar kind of feel. Yeah. I kind of modeled my style off what you were going for in a little bit in a way.
Listen, I'm a trendsetter out here, dog. You already know, but nah, for real though. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's like just do you, and then like people will notice. Yeah, people realize, you know, and obviously, I'm always here to give pointers or whatever. Like I said, like you might be inspired by something that I'm wearing.
I learned from everyone. Realistically, you just pick up from the people that are around you.
Yeah, 100%. Man. It's just like saying, so you learn something from me, and I'm saying I'm trying to learn something from you too. Yeah. So it's just like an interchange thing. Like you always just pick up something from what someone's wearing and stuff like that, but always still be your individual self. Yeah. You know, just incorporate a little hints here and there into what you're wearing, but
100%.
That's
because you kind of put me on sneakers in a way.
Yeah,
you
true.
And Dylan, realistically.
So, and then over time you'll expand that own knowledge of yourself, and then you realize, I got something I like. let me tell O about it.
Yeah.
So
Big facts,
big facts, man.
Big facts, man.
So I have a question, man. I know it's an Unorthodox podcast. I know maybe this is where the sound thing comes in. When I heard that, I was like, yo, this
I know we missed out on that shit.
No worries, though. But when it comes through, the soundboard, whatever it's going to be. So I have a question for you guys. So this is a question that came across Twitter, and it was interesting because it's a perspective question. So would you guys rather have $100K cash or a dinner with Jay-Z?
Ooh. So people were saying, wasn't it 50K before?
I don't know.
Does it matter though?
Don't matter. Just
you're right.
For you personally.
For me personally, it was funny because didn't Jay-Z?
Yeah, he said take the cash. Yeah.
I feel like if Jay-Z is willing to impart knowledge, help me network, if like I'm in a position where I'm like, yo, Jay, I ain't gonna talk to him like that, of course. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to expand on this. What do you think?
What would you ask him?
I don't even know. That's the thing. Because it's like...
So you'll take the 100K?
I'd probably take the 100K just because it's like, I don't know what specifically I'd be able to gain from him. If obviously, going to a dinner with Jay-Z is crazy. Literally. First of all. But like the knowledge that he could give you, that could be great. But bro, 100K.
Bro, the thing is, let me tell you something. So... what I would do, like, I would take the money, but in regards to, like, this podcast, man, I'll tell him, like, maybe he has that reach, but the thing is, I would rather want to reach out to someone like Kanye in regards to, like, if I like the fashion brand and, like, the brand itself, like, someone like
all
Kanye,
depends on what you want to get into. Because if you want to get into, like, business,
Jay-Z's the guy. But
Jay-Z's the guy.
If you're going to do, like, just, like, if I tell him about, we have a podcast on Unorthodox, man, like...
Or if you want to get into, like, fashion or anything. I feel like Jay-Z isn't the guy.
He's not that guy. That's what I'm saying. So, in that regard, because I don't have ventures that would, I guess, Jay-Z would elevate me. Well, obviously, it's Jay-Z. I'm still going to get, like, looks with whatever he promotes. But the thing is, like, you want, like, someone like a Drake. Someone like a Travis, someone like a Kanye, in regards to like the lane that I'm in, that would be way more beneficial to me than having dinner with Jay-Z and this like,
especially because they're all kind of in fashion.
Exactly, right? Yeah, facts, bro. So it's like for me, that's what I would say.
So what would you do?
Honestly, I'll take the dinner with Jay-Z.
You take it?
Yeah, for sure. Because I'll make 100K in my lifetime. You know what I mean? And plus, with your mindset, 100K will be nothing. You know, dinner with Jay-Z, it would be a lot because you're learning a perspective. And keep in mind, dinner's long. Dinner's like 2 hours average with a good conversation. And you're making connection points. If you make good connection points, things are going to line up.
I feel it.
So, like, you're going to get a lot of gems. This is my perspective. Maybe your listeners, some people will be like, yo, fuck that. I'll take that exactly. For sure. I respect that too. But for me, I think I'll probably have the dinner because there's so much I would want to learn just from
so
that
what
dinner.
Would you ask him?
Because I want to create a legacy. That's my mindset. So why not talk to someone who's been doing that? Someone who I read a book from when I was younger. My mom gave me the Decoded. You know what I mean? Knowing his history growing up. So for me, that would be more than anything to me than over money.
I feel it.
Personally.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. You bend out shape. I need that, whatever. I get it. I get that too.
100%. Okay.
I get that too.
All right, another question. This is probably going to be one of the last questions, unless anyone has more questions. But if you've been seeing the red flags, that whole trend.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. We're going to start with you, work your way over here.
Oh, man.
What are your red flags? Tell me right now.
Anyone who is like stagnant, bro. Because obviously, I want to surround myself with people who are making moves. It doesn't matter how big the move is, but if you...
We're talking about relationships or
anything, bro. Any red flags in
relationships, friendships.
All right. I'm gonna go off of you then.
Yeah, for sure.
You go right then.
I'm going more so relationship route.
True.
I don't want to be with someone who's stagnant. No shade to anybody, of course, but like if you're not making any type of moves, it could be like small moves, of course, because small moves make big moves.
100%.
Anything like that. Because if I'm doing something, I want you to be doing something as well. because obviously you're doing something, Dak's doing something.
Yeah.
Everybody that's I'm like close with is making some sort of move to elevate themselves. Even I am with school. So it's like I want someone who is going to be doing that. I think that's the biggest one for me. Biggest one, yeah, to be honest. If I think of more, I'll interject.
Yeah, man. I guess in terms of like relationships and shit, I think the energy has to match at the end of the day.
Yeah, yo, that's what you. I was gonna say that, dog. You got me on that, but I'll branch off whatever you say. So
for sure. Okay, so with females, it's all about energy matching, first of all. At the same time, the mindset. Where are you at mentally? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you mentally, calling out to your family? Are you taking care of people around you? Those are the type of energies that I would need within a female, in terms of business and stuff, same thing. Honestly, it's the same nature for me. Honestly, it has to be able to, do I know that you're in it for the long haul? Are you doing something because you want to do it? Do you want to build something off of this? Do you want to create an audience? Are you doing it for purpose?
Even that, though, that's what I mean with like stagnancy. Like if you're doing something and you don't like it, at least make a move.
Make a move,
yo. Are in a better position for yourself where you're happier.
The thing is, like you said, it doesn't have to be a big move. Just like, don't just quit your job. Say if you're unhappy with your job, don't just quit your job, but look around, man. See what's out there,
So that's like what you did.
That's what I did, man.
Before you even quit your job, you were like, yo, let me go get another one.
Exactly.
And then you quit and
you got to put yourself in the right environments.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's the thing.
Either it's like an audio book or networking, going out to a creative event or whatever industry you're going to be in, even with school as well. It's a networking thing. That's it. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm missing the experience off that in regards to like relationships. Is like, energy is a big thing. You don't want to put in 100%. The other person's putting in like 2% or 10% or whatever. They gotta align. They gotta align. You gotta be on the same wavelength, and that's what I feel like. Just in order to be in a successful relationship, and just not be stagnant and like, look for more in life, man. Like everything, like obviously everyone should strive for more. Like no matter what, you could be like doing well right now. You could be feeling nice, but you know what? Is Lauren Hill said something, man. It was something like, it's pretty essentially like we talk about it in the other podcast. Is like, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, type thing. She's like, I can go down to my basement and see all my achievements, all my Grammys, all this and that, but it's just like, after a while, if I'm not learning something new, it's kind of just boring to me. It's just, I just sit there, like, what am I doing to elevate myself to learn something new? It doesn't even matter. Like when you retire and stuff like that, like you don't have to like work on your craft, but like you can learn new skills, you can learn new things, insightful things within books or media or whatever,
Take
so it's always
your comfort zone.
Yeah, man, that's all you got to do. So that's a big thing. So I feel like all of us have the same red flag in the grand scheme of things, just in regards to.
But with energy, with what you said earlier, energy is such a big thing, because if you feel like you could feel like you're putting a lot into a relationship, a friendship, whatever, and the other person might feel like they're putting a lot, but maybe it's just not enough for you. And it's okay to realize that, okay, you're not putting in enough for me, and that's okay. I just got to cut, even though you're doing a lot for you, but I need more. True. It's okay to say I need more in a relationship, friendship, anything. And a lot of people kind of don't accept that. And it's not even really like giving up. It's like you need to fulfill your needs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right?
So sometimes you got to close the door so more can open.
Exactly.
Yes, 100%.
And at the end of the day, it's not always going to be in business terms as well. It's not, because I even with my friends, my close friends, we built businesses together. We shut them down. Yeah. At the same time, nothing has changed. It's just the business.
Yeah, just the business has changed.
And that's the whole thing with it. It's just developing that essence of who you are and knowing how to navigate. You learn that through business, honestly. You learn that through business, and just doing it is the first step of anything.
I feel you. That's just facts right there, guys. So anyone listening to this, that's just
start that business.
Start that business. Quit that job. Leave your relationship. Ask for more. I don't know. Whatever
you need, just go get it.
100%. Just you can't just like sit crying about it, man. You gotta make moves at some point.
Because if you're just gonna sit and cry about it, you're gonna sit about it and cry about it for the rest of your life. And
100%.
You're not gonna be happy at the end of the day.
Nope. So
that's what life's about, man. Because I realized that in my own life where I was in the industries where I realized, you know what, I don't want to be here and this is not going to provide me with that freedom. And that was like one of the core reasons of having YouTube.
Yeah.
Was being able to have that access of being creative at the same time having my own business, you know? So just like you guys said, if you want to do it, you got to start
Go get it.
Yeah. That's fast, guys. So
Really quickly, because I feel like we skipped over this. What are your fall essentials?
My fall essentials.
yeah, true.
I have a video for tomorrow.
You got the video? All right,
sure,
say less. So we won't
give
even
us a
talk about
I'll do
that.
exclusive. I'll do exclusive for sure. I'll say North Face, man. Honestly, these puffer jackets in 1996. If you can invest in it, which we all can, we all have the money. You just have to invest into it. You know, invest at 300, 350. Get yourself one of these because these are endless, man.
Yeah.
You have lifetime warranty with these things. At the same time, extremely warm, comfortable, and yeah, man. So the jacket, beanie. I'll say some good sweats, some cargos as well, and yeah, man. Honestly, keep it light. Good cologne.
Yeah,
Good cologne for winter for sure.
Like you said in one of your videos, you got to have that signature scent.
For sure. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. I
respect that, bro.
You
watch
I ain't lying, bro. I ain't lying. But that's very important, man. I feel like a man should have the signature scent, man. You can branch off every
Bro,
now
I've
and
been
then.
told I smell like Air One too many times.
Yeah, Air
1 had a fragrance? Oh, I thought you said N1.
No.
and one, bro. I'm dead, bro. But now listen, everyone, like
Air 1?
Air one.
Air, bro.
I never heard that.
Air, like air. He smells like air outside.
I don't smell like nothing, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm dead, bro.
Air.
I'm dead. Air. I am dead, bro. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, hey, we're gonna wrap it up here because we have an hour and 6 minutes in. So, but this is an important episode. Like, we got gems out here, bro. Got my man out here.
Got the man Tolu
out here, bro. I appreciate you.
Plug yourself.
Yeah, plug yourself one more time. Appreciate you coming through.
For sure. Everyone can find me at my full name, Tolumide Atkinson. That's TOLUMADEATKINSON. That is my Instagram. So you'll be seeing like my fit pics, my daily outfits, what I'll be wearing. At the same time,
who's up?
At the same time,
right on time.
My YouTube channel at Arcway, ARCCWAY, ARCCWAY on YouTube. So you guys can reach out to me and go from there.
Nice. You know what to do.
He be dropping gems.
Guys,
if you into men's fashion, all that.
Appreciate you, bro. Like I'm telling you.
Gotta tell him what the feature here. Your dog,
Yeah, and
yes, sir.
Introduce, little Zuri out here. So she popped up right on time because it's the end of the episode, but it's a new puppy right here. Her name is Zuri. She's a French Bulldog Pug mix. So she's saying hi to everyone.
Ladies, now you know.
Yeah, ladies, now you know. If you see me on the road, just holler at me. I got the dog right here. But yeah, bro. Anyway, like always, we appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to Unorthodox, man. We're going to be back again next week, a new episode. We're just going to get stronger and better, But definitely, we're going to have to have you back on the podcast one time, man. Because
100%.
there's some insightful shit, man. So, like...
Some good talks.
Good talks, man. Good talks. Great talks. Look at it. We went overtime. Like, we usually go 40, 50 minutes. But, hey, it is what it is. Like I'm saying, I'm not going to interrupt a good conversation, So, hope everyone appreciates it and listens. And we appreciate everyone that listens. But we out. Peace out.
Peace.